Good morning, dear viewers. ISS Pandey, assistant teacher, the HVK group of schools, welcome you under the program Passamanu Panchamrut, jointly organized by the HV Kapadia group of schools and GSTV. Dear viewers, when the exams are right in the corner, I would like to discuss some important point that will be very useful to you during the examination. So, today I am going to discuss about the verb forms. That is a very important question. It brings 5 marks for you. If you apply the right forms of verbs, they will give you full marks, means you can get 100% marks in this question. So, before beginning the exercises, let us have a look at some important points. You know, in standard 10th, verb forms in simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, simple future tense, and verb forms based on infinitives, adjective phrase, past participle forms of verbs as an adjective. And apart from that, what you have to do while you are attempting this question, you see here, recognize the tense of the sentences in which you have to apply the correct form of the verb. And after that, ascertain whether the given sentence is active voice or passive voice. If the sentence is given in passive voice, the correct form of to be must be applied. In present tense, the correct form of to be are, is, am, are. In past tense, was, were, and in future tense, will be, shall be. And with modal auxiliaries, you have to use the original form of the verb in active voice, but while you are attempting the same thing in passive voice, you have to apply modal auxiliary plus be plus past participle form of the verb. You see here, in past tense, the form of to be is was, were, past participle of to be is been. And one thing what you have to keep in mind is, if the sentence includes any of the modal auxiliaries, can, could, may, might, should, would, must, will, shall, the original form of to be is used before the verb in passive sense. And the thing that confuses the students during the examination, after each of, one of, a group of, neither of, either of, a herd of, the object is in plural number, but that is treated as singular number while you are attempting the question of verb forms. Subjects like civics, physics, economics, politics, mathematics, etc. are taken as singular number, though they look us like plural number. So, dear friend, I would like to give you some examples. Suppose here civics is taught by our teacher very well, but sometimes what happens, they take civics as plural number. Students write civics are taught, that is quite wrong, and very likely, as I have told you, with all these words, even though they look like plural number, but verb is taken in singular form. First of all, ascertain the tense of the sentence where you are going to apply the right form of the verb. Read the paragraph carefully, and I am sure you can find the tense. The principal, a sudden visit to the class and found. Here found is the past tense of find. It means this whole paragraph is given in past tense. Now, another thing that you have to keep in your mind is whether sentences are in active voice or passive voice. So, here the principal he himself takes the visit of the class. So, he is the doer, means here subject is applied. So, you have to use the right form of take here. You know, conjunctions like and, but, so are used, and on both sides of them the same tense is used. After and, you can see found is given in past tense. So, here also you have to apply the past tense form of take, that is took. Now, your sentence is the principal took a sudden visit to the class and found that. What did he find? Means something was going in the class, some action was going there, some work was going on, means you have to apply here the past continuous form of the verb. Sudden that some students were making a noise in the class while the teacher was teaching. I would like to clarify, after while, if the sentence is in present tense, you have to write is MR plus verb ing, but in that case in means past tense, if while is given and the sentence is in past tense, you have to apply was, were after while. And you see here some words are given bracket of, in, by, with, without, after, while, before, on, for, give up, stop, avoid. If these words are found in your paragraph and after that blank is given, you have to apply verb plus ing. So, dear friends, apart from that, you see here animals, man's friends for centuries, words like for, since, already, just, it. So, present perfect tense. In present perfect tense, we apply has have third form of the verb. Animals have been man's friends for centuries, but they, here animals do not keep themselves in the means. So, it is in passive form. In present tense, they are not kept well, they are treated with cruelty and they are not fed properly. So, dear friends, I have discussed much about the verb forms, and you have to be very cautious while attempting this question. And before concluding this session, before the break, I request you to keep on watching GSTV and the program Pasthamanu Panchamrut. Dear viewers, once again I welcome you under the program Pasthamanu Panchamrut. Now, in this session, I am going to discuss about a very important question, and that brings 4 marks for you. And I think this is the easiest question in your question mark, in your question paper. First of all, I would like to discuss about message writing. Message writing means if a person telephones and wants to talk someone, but that person is absent and message is taken by someone else on his behalf, and when that person comes, he conveys the message. You see here 2 persons, Aditya and Rohit are talking, but Aditya wants to convey the message to Raj. and Rohit takes the message. You see here, may I talk to Raj? Rohit, sorry, he is not at home. Tell me if you have a message. Aditya, tell him that he has been selected for the inter-school cricket tournament, and also tell him to reach at the school playground for special tips from his sports teacher. You see here, now Rohit is passing the message. Raj comes now. Rohit, Raj, there was a phone from your classmate Aditya when you were not at home. When I asked him if he had any message, he requested me to tell you that you have been selected for the inter-school cricket tournament. You have to reach at the school playground for special tips from your sports teacher. The thing that should be kept in your mind, here some pronouns are changed. If pronoun he is used, you have to convert that into you. Your is used, you have to convert that into his or her. If he is used in place of that, he is used in place of object, you have to convert it into him. You can notice the changes in this message. You see here, you have been selected, means it has been taken, he has been selected, he has become, you have there. So, if you keep these certain changes in your mind, I think you can get full marks. And things that are common while you are writing message, you can start like this. There was a phone from your, and in place of classmate Aditya, one who has telephoned, you have to write the name of that person. When you are not at home, when I asked if he had any message, he requested me to tell you that. Up to here, you have to write in any message that is asked, and after that you have to include the subject. And parallel to this question, notice writing is also asked here, and either of these two, means they are not optional, either of these two is asked. Notice writing, write a notice regarding annual sports function, it may be regarding elocution competition, regarding any function held at your school. So, in notice writing, first of all you have to write notice writing. After that, the name of the institution, like here the SV Kapadia group of schools, means you have to write the name of the institution that is asked in your question paper. After that, you have to write the date of the notice, when the notice was issued, and you can mention the subject of the notice here at the top and underline it. You can start any notice with some common points. You see here, all the students of the school are hereby informed that a school is going to organize the annual sport function from 10th Feb 2016 to 12th February 2016. The students who are interested to take part in it should get their names registered to their respective class teacher. And after that, you can mention some details about that, like last date for registration is, it may just vary in different notice. Venue, the school playground, it may also vary. Events, kabaddi, cricket, volleyball, tennis, etc. And finally, you have to write by order by whom the notice is issued. So, dear friend, if notice is asked, suppose here about elocution competition. Your notice is about elocution competition. Then how will you begin this notice? Some common points are given here. You have to start like this, change the subject here. In place of annual sports function, you have to write elocution competition, and after that you can begin like this. All the students of the school are hereby informed that our school is going to organize, in place of the annual sports function, you can write elocution competition. After that you can mention all these points in that. So, dear friend, I have tried my best to explain these two questions, and I have tried to just facilitate you to get good marks while attempting this question. And after a short break, we are meeting again to discuss some more important points. So, keep on watching GSTV and the program Pass Samanu Panchamrut. Thank you very much. Dear viewers, once again after the break, I welcome you under the program Pass Samanu Panchamrut. In this session, I am going to discuss about three things: connectives, letter writing and paragraph writing. And these questions are asked in part B, means letter writing and paragraph writing. And these two questions carry you 12 marks, and connective is asked in part A, that brings 3 marks for you. The total marks that I am going to discuss about are 15. So, let us begin with connectives. You see here certain connectives are given and that are probably asked in the examination, or in short you can say, if you prepare all these connectives, you can get 3 marks. First of all, take connective who. If who is used in question, it means you are asking about the subject, but here who is used as connective and its meaning is changed. How to use this connective in fill in the blanks? If before the blank any person is given, and after that, means after blank, if verb is given, you have to use connective who. And moving to whose, if before the blank any person is given, and after the blank, if anything or word showing any relation is given, then you have to use whose. For example, I know the person, here person means person here, and after that blank, father is the principal of this school. Father means that shows relation to whose father is the principal of this school. After that, whom, if before the blank any person is given and after blank any subject is given or pronouns like I, we, you, they are given, then you have to use whom. I know this person whom I met yesterday. After that, which is used for things and animals, very likely who. If before the blank any thing or animal or non-living object is given and after that any verb is used, then we have to use which. Where indicates place and when indicates time, why indicates reason, and how means how any work is done, that is showing method. I know how to play cricket. Either or, here this connective shows means selection of anything out of 2 items, any of 2 things. You can read either story or novel. When we use neither nor, means we are not selecting any of the item from those we have to select. I like neither movie nor drama. And after that, though, although, even if, even though, these connective shows means opposition. If there is contrast in the opinion, these connectives are used. And after that, because, as, since, these 3 connectives shows reason. Now, if you keep these important connectives in your mind, you can get 3 full marks. And from that, just I would like to move to letter writing, very important question, and it brings 6 marks for you. So, first you say, I have given an example of letter. Write a letter to your father about your preparation for the annual examination, and this letter was asked in board exam March 2010. So, how to write a letter? First of all, read the address carefully, means who is writing the letter. You have to write his address right on the top of the letter, and you have to apply the commas where necessary. You see, after each and every detail you have to apply a comma. Here 15 Jain Hostel, Shahibag and Ahmedabad. When your information is completed, you have to apply full stop there. And sometimes students write date like 21/2016, but the method of writing the date in letter is not proper. You have to write like this, 20th January 2016. This is the right method of writing. My dear father, I received your letter yesterday. I was very glad to read it. I am fine here. How are you? I hope that you will be also fine there. You know that my annual examination is going to be held in March. I am busy with my exam preparation. I have prepared a reading timetable and I follow it. I want to get A1 rank in the examination. I write a paper daily. My teacher guides me and checks my papers. With the help of my teachers, I solve my difficulties. Will you give me good suggestion? I am sure I will get A1 rank. Please write a letter to me soon. Don't worry about me. Convey my regards to all at home. Keep my sweet memory to Pintu and mom. Your loving son, or in place of this one you can write yours lovingly, and don't forget to put comma after that. As you can see here, your loving son, you can see comma here. Don't forget it. This mistake is generally seen while we are assessing the question paper. And after that, one more important question, that is paragraph writing. This puzzles too much to students, but don't worry, points are given. You have to follow the points, you explain the points, and you can get good marks. And most probable paragraphs to be asked in the examination are my state, my country, an accident I saw, pollution, environmental problems, my mother, problems of working mothers, my neighbors, visit to a jewelry shop, visit to a science fair, my favorite teacher, trees or best friends, my best friend, visit to hill station. And I have taken all these paragraphs from your textbook only. You can see in your question paper that one textual paragraph is asked. And finally, I would like to suggest you prepare all these questions properly, and hope you will get good marks in the examination. and once more I suggest you to keep on watching GSTV. Thank you very much.